Taylor Swift was reported to earn $1 billion from her Eras tour, and according to CNBC, the average ticket cost was just over $1,000. But how did she do it? And what if you modeled her strategies and even got 1% of her results? Would that not change your life? That's why in this video, I'm going to break down 5 different income streams from Taylor Swift's $1 billion touring empire that you can model. Number 5, I think, is freaking genius. My name's Chris Greenwood, also known as the Artist Manifest. We have just over 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, and I just love helping other artists achieve success. So let's jump into it. Number 1, merchandise sales, of course, right? Taylor Swift was selling t-shirts for $45 a piece, hoodies $75 each, and it is estimated she did $312 million in gross merchandise sales. That's an average of $2 million per night over 146 nights. And let's just imagine that she kept 80% of her merchandise sales. That would equal around $250 million just from t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, CDs, who knows what else, right? But I want to encourage you, print up some t-shirts, print up some hoodies when you go on tour. You know, we would always just crush it on hoodies. People love a dope hoodie with a dope design. Doesn't have to be crazy. Could be a lyric, could be a graphic, anything rad. But we used to always like to incentivize people too. So we would normally sell t-shirts for like $25 or 2 for $40. So people got a deal. Or we do something where you get a bundle, you get a t-shirt, a sticker, and a CD for a discount. Or sometimes I saw other artists where they would do a t-shirt and you would get a CD free with it if you bought a shirt. So you bought the shirt, and the CDs normally only cost you $1 or $2, and there's a lot more margin in the merch. And then they're wearing your brand and supporting you and promoting you while you're making a profit. Number 2 is sponsorships. Taylor Swift's Eras Tour was presented by Capital One in the USA, and in Canada they partnered with Royal Bank, RBC, which we saw a lot. And you know, when you're partnering with banks and having them sponsor your tour, it's got to be in the high 6 figures, if not 7 figures. And so, you know, getting that type of sponsorship is huge. And maybe you can't get that level of sponsor on your tour yet, but let's just take it down a little bit and pretend you want to get sponsored for your local show. Well, you got a local show. Why not partner with local businesses? The local real estate agent, maybe insurance companies, maybe the pizzeria, the skate shop, which we would do, or just any local businesses that want to partner. Sometimes we partner with like a restaurant or something like that. And maybe they're giving food, maybe they're giving actual cash. But the point is they can sponsor your show to help decrease costs, right? Let's now go from local to global. So maybe you've got a bunch of dates stringed together. Maybe you're hitting up clothing brands, more national brands. We would hit up shoe companies, especially skateboard shoe companies, because I was a skater. So it was a perfect fit. And we would start by getting free stuff. But then as my brand grew and the tour grew and the amount of people I was performing in front of grew, they saw more value and would throw down money, especially with social media, because it's not just the people you're performing in front of physically, but it's now online. And if some of your posts are doing 10,000 views, millions of views, you can charge for that, and these brands want to be in front of that. So you just got to decide which brands that you would really like. And I encourage you, don't just go after the money, go after brands and clothing and things that you like and want to support. Maybe it's an energy drink. Maybe you love Red Bull. There's for a while where I loved Red Bull, drinking it, right? And because it just kept us up when we're driving through the nights. And so stuff that I used, why not partner with that? There was a social justice organization, World Vision, that really helps the hungry, gives them clothes and education. So we partnered with them for a while, World Vision, where people could sponsor a child and change a life. And these organizations would much rather give a band money than spend it on all these TV ads and whatnot and spend their budgets there. There's another organization called Compassion, which was simple, and it's a great way to raise funds and have an organization sponsor your tour so you get some funds in, but you're also making a difference. Number 3, performance royalties. And this is a great example of like, look, you're doing the work, you're getting paid. Why not just monetize other ways? And so performance royalties, because Taylor Swift wrote her song, she writes her own songs, she gets a performance royalty from whether it's ASCAP or BMI. I don't know who she signed up with, but when you're performing in these massive venues or even smaller venues, you submit your performance sheet of the songs that you performed, and then you get paid performance royalties. just like if you were on radio. And so when she goes into each town or city and performs, not only is she getting the performance royalties from the show, but they're going to be promoting her song on the radio. She's going to be getting royalties from that. So she's getting all these different income streams for just doing this work. And registering your songs with your performance rights organization, that could be ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC in the US. In Canada, it's SOCAN. In Japan, it's JazzRack, right? So you want to make sure you register with your performance rights organization, and then you're submitting your performance sheets, right? So that you're collecting these royalties. This is just one of the many steps we tell you to do in my song launch checklist to make sure you're monetizing every single possible way. Because it's like you're doing the work, you're out there, you might as well get paid and have these other income streams coming in. Number 4, which we mentioned at the very beginning, is ticket sales, right? Like that's the majority of the sales and where the income is coming from. But what about VIP tickets? What about meet and greets? What about backstage passes and these special experiences, right? Fans can't take an offer you don't make. And you might think like, oh, who's going to want a VIP ticket? Who's going to want a meet and greet? Hey, you never know, right? Like we held off on that for a long time, and all of a sudden we started offering it, and that's where the super fans want to buy. It's kind of like when you're doing a Kickstarter, you make these different packages, these tiers. Wow, someone actually did take the $500 package. Someone did want the Skype call. Someone did want the handwritten lyric sheet. Someone did want that experience to hang out with you, meet with you, and just have a better overall experience. Like some people just want the higher class experience. They want the special seating when they go to the show. It's like when you're flying, you're all getting to the same destination, but some people will always pay to be in first class for the experience. So you want to offer it. Otherwise, you're leaving money on the table. Now, before I tell you about number 5, I need to share with you my song launch checklist, which gives you 50 plus ways to promote your music and the things you need to do to make sure that you don't miss on any marketing opportunities, promotion ideas, or monetization strategies so that you're getting all the income from your music. You can click the link below. There's also the audiobook, and it's also on Amazon. Now, this is the epitome of doing work once and getting paid over and over and over. Warren Buffett says if you don't learn to make money in your sleep, then you'll be working for a job the rest of your life. And so this is so smart. What Taylor Swift did is she recorded her show and she turned it into a movie and then launched it on AMC theaters. It's estimated Taylor earned $111 million opening weekend of her Eras Tour concert movie. So look, she's already there doing the work. She films it and now makes even more money, right? Now that movie is there forever. It's probably now on Netflix or Amazon or wherever she wants to sell it, on Apple Music, Apple TV, right? So now she's got a whole secondary asset because, we used to tour like crazy. I haven't been played shows in a while now, but I only got paid once for those shows. But you know what I get paid continually? For the songs that I write that are streaming right now. Like I can log into my Spotify dashboard and I can see how many people are streaming my song there, or YouTube or Amazon or Apple Music for work I did years ago. But on those shows, I only got paid once. But Taylor was smart enough to record that, and now she's got a second asset that is working for her 24/7. But you can take it even further. Maybe you're not going to record a whole, movie and have it on AMC theaters, but can you record a live in concert audio recording or CD, DVD, and now you have a merch item that you can sell at shows? Or now they can watch the videos on YouTube, which you can monetize? Or now that you have a live in concert audio recording, like maybe it's your tour live in concert in Germany, you're live in concert in Alaska, or you're live in concert in this place. The White Stripes were always really good at this, where they had specific, live in concerts that were special, and it captures a moment in a certain country or certain city or even festival. And now, the work that you didn't just get paid once for it. Now you'll get paid over and over and over and over.